Objection!
This is madness. This is England! My brother's last will and testament. That would mean that he had chosen to die.
That is what it would mean, yes.
No! Impossible! That is utterly out of the question.
I mean, people sign wills before they know they're gonna die. I mean, it is suspicious that he would be that young and do it, but yeah.
Lord Van Zieks.
Klint was pursuing the Professor. It consumed him day and night. Whatever happened, he would never have abandoned his investigation before its conclusion. Never! He wouldn't rest until the job was done. Until the killer was caught.
But that's what he did do. He gave his life to catch the Professor.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that he would willingly accept his own death. It's obscene.
Objection!
And yet, we can be sure that he was writing his will moments before his death.
That Genshin Asogi came to be in possession of that document. So what could the will possibly have contained?
Clearly something that couldn't be made public under any circumstances whatsoever. Because armed with that document, my father was able to negotiate with the judiciary for his life. Actually, you know what? Here's the secret twist. Iris is actually Strongheart's daughter, and he's trying to keep all evidence of it from coming to light because he doesn't want to pay child support.
Oh my god! Oh.
It was something so damning that it prompted the powers that be to enact that daring jailbreak plot. Yes, there can be no question that the will contained information of the utmost secrecy.
Information of the utmost secrecy? Oh! No, it couldn't be. It's two musical numbers that spell out Morse code when played together at the same time.
I've heard more than enough. Pursuing this notion of a phantom will nobody can attest to having seen serves absolutely no purpose.
Objection!
No, my lord. That's unacceptable.
What did you say, Counsel?
The last will and testament that Genshin Asogi had in his possession was that of Lord Klint Van Zieks. All the testimony and evidence presented to the court has logically led us to that as a possibility. We have a duty to pursue the line of reasoning to its conclusion.
But with no possible means of knowing the contents of the document, there is no line of reasoning to pursue.
Reason why Lord Klint Van Zieks, a man of high noble standing, would have chosen death.
Because he didn't want to pay child support.
Oh my god! Information so secret, people in the judiciary would be willing to negotiate the jailbreak of a condemned killer. The only explanation that fits those facts is an unthinkable truth that turns absolutely everything on its head. But it's just too hideous.
Mr. Norohodo, however difficult the situation might become, you work with your client in pursuit of the truth. That's what you resolved, ding, to do when you entered the courtroom this morning.
Thank you.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Yusato.
So hold your head high and keep soldiering on.
Yes, you're right. 10 years ago, in his final moments, Lord Klint Van Zieks left behind a will. A will that Genshin Asogi was able to use as a weapon to negotiate his escape from prison. In all probability, the details in that will were related to the Professor case.
The defense's last statement is mere conjecture. What are you getting at, man?
Ryunosuke.
As soon as these words come out of my mouth, there's no going back.
Primbus.
I believe that the last will and testament of Lord Klint Van Zieks was in fact...
Oh, wow.
I think it's.
Yeah, what are you guys thinking? I don't know, actually.
Was he the professor?
I think it's a confession.
Oh,
It's been-
wow.
It's been a theory in the back of my mind for a while.
Is
I think it's a
he the
confession.
professor?
That Clint was the professor the whole
I
time.
think Clint was the I think he might have been.
Incredible time for that.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was the only one that wasn't killed in that way. Oh my god! And he is the one person that Genshin Asogi killed because he found out and he's like, shit, dog, I gotta kill you because you're absolutely evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why. I think Genshin Asogi did kill Klint Van Zieks, but not as the professor. But he wasn't killing as professor. He was killing the professor.
The professor.
Oh, Derek's about to be so
Ooh.
sad because he's gonna find out his brother's a serial killer. Oh.
Remember, what we learned is that because again, Clint was obsessed with justice, and the people who were killed were shitty nobles. So he was vigilante killing bad nobles.
And who is the best person? Like, what is the best alibi for being
To be
a
also
murderer?
be a noble.
To be the person trying to stop that murderer.
He was literally Batman.
It's literally the plot
Yeah.
twist of Heavy Rain. Sorry for the spoilers for Heavy Rain, but like, if you haven't played it, like, it's not worth it.
It's a David Cage game, right?
All right.
Go play it for the Jason and the Sean.
Sean.
Jason.
You can do this, Mr. Naruhodo.
I believe that what Lord Klint Van Zieks actually penned that day is a confession.
A confession?
Regarding the mass murderer known as the Professor and his true identity.
Enough! Council. What are you saying? Do you even realize? A confession about the true identity of the Professor. That would mean...
Lord Van Zieks, I appreciate this must be hard to take in,
Just like that's what she said.
but it's the only explanation that fits.
No, it's not the only explanation that fits, but
It's pretty good. The killer that terrorized London a decade ago and became known as the Professor. The man believed to have murdered 5 members of the aristocracy. Wasn't Genshin Asogi at all.
No. You can't be suggesting.
I'll give you a score about no. My
No.
father was the
It
professor. Cosmo, what are you doing now?
How dare you say my father wasn't a serial killer?
It was in fact the man believed to have been the 5th victim. Lord Klint Van Zieks himself.
Who are you pointing at?
I loved Caden
a
and
great
Vigil.
You're like, whoa, bro.
Cosmo's just like, Ryunosuke pointing, them recoiling back. Ryunosuke's pointing at Kazuma for some reason. That's just the default pointing sprite.
I love Daly and Caden just like look at him like, ooh.
Bro, you okay?
Dog, you good?
You just find out your brother was a mass murderer? What?
Yeah, but he was the cool kind of mass murderer. One that kills shitty nobles.
It's true, it's kind of based.
Yeah, he was a base serial killer.
It's finally open, is it? Pandora's box.
The Great Van Zieks family, they've been thoroughbreds of the British judiciary for years.
Lord Klint Van Zieks, he was a paragon of justice to the capital.
He was actually a mass murderer, a perpetrator of atrocities of the vilest manner. If the public ever found out, they'd be...
Would Law and Order be finished if they found out? Would it? Would finding out that one noble was a murderer really destroy all law and order in the country?
Yes, Dick Wolf would have to resign and the show would discontinue finally.
Bum bum.
Okay. Fucking Law and Order jokes.
My brother.
Oh, this is too awful. I hope the suspense will last. Poor Lord Van Zieks.
I wonder, though, did he never suspect?
Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, holy shit! The chat was like, hey, there's a donation, Zach, and I was like, yo, I got the alerts turned off because I don't, you know, I'm trying to not have the Kermit thing play over this. But spoiler chat, Charmer just gifted $420. Blaze it!
Whoa, thank you!
Saying,
holy shit!
It was me all along. The local Charmer was the true professor. The professor of high spending.
Thank
Holy
you,
shit.
local charmer.
Local Charmer.
No, thank you.
Can I?
That's very, very nice of you.
That's extremely generous. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Ridiculously generous.
Very, very helpful.
Wait a minute. There's something very funny happening on my screen right now, and I want to take a picture and show everybody.
become a very common problem.
Here, I'm gonna see if I can get. I'm gonna see if I can get everybody to see what I'm seeing on my phone. Hold on.
Give me one margarita, I'ma open my legs.
Yeah,
Can you all
Ryan's
Can you all see this?
face has awkwardly duplicated in a way.
What?
Mine's doing
see
it
that?
too.
Really?
Part of his face is standing up, like he's in both his standing up straight and his slightly leaning over his
It's
front.
a weird, like,
And-
Discord fuck up. That's incredible.
Yeah, the overlap is very funny.
Holy shit. That's amazing. Let me read this past line. Lord Beric Van Zieks is a brilliant prosecutor. Is it conceivable that he didn't realize what his older brother really was?
Order! Order! Order in the court!
Lord Van Zieks. The professor made use of an enormous hound as his murder weapon. Tell
Oh
me,
yeah, just like my brother's giant dog.
did your brother own a dog?
Yes, he did. Balm.
I'm sorry.
That was Balma?
You name your dog Balmum? You know, somehow they figured out a worse name for a dog than Pest, but sure.
No, I mean,
No,
Yeah, that's-
Balmung's pretty rad.
yeah, you find that name in Final Fantasy
Yeah.
all the places where it's a really strong weapon. I just looked it up. It's the sword that Sigurd used to kill the dragon Fafnir in Norse mythology.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So you actually gave your
Dog a pretty
So
rad
yeah,
fucking
you
name.
did have a dog named after a god-killing weapon.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Nothing suspicious there.
He was a well-known hunting dog. He specialized in killing the nobility. People called him a giant.
Whenever fellow nobles would come over, he would just lose his shit. I never understood why. Starting to make a bit more sense, though.
I
I don't believe this.
And
That
that's
means
why
my
all of his-
father's innocent! Woo!
And that's why all of his chew toys were shaped like noble people. Okay, you know what? I'm putting the pieces together now.
When my brother would go hunting in the forest or the grounds behind the house, he always took Balmung. After Klint's death, the creature passed away too. Almost as if it were following his master.
No, what a good noble doggo.
He was a magnificent hunting dog, worthy of the jewel-studded collar around his neck.
Jewel-studded collar?
That's right. Though sadly, some years ago now, it was stolen by a thief who broke into the house one night.
Jewel-studded collar, stolen by a thief? It so happens that myself and my colleagues have come across such a collar during our time in London.
How could you?
There was an old emblem attached to the collar too, made of pure gold.
B.
It was topped with a small crown and bore an ornate capital letter B.
What? An emblem bearing the initial B.
Now, what dog do we know that has a name starting with B?
Oh my, you know it?
Yes, it's my collar. The B stands for Barrack.
That's good.
It's the insignia of the Baskerville family.
What? The Baskerville? Why is that name coming up now? I mean, you had to have expected that, Ryan, right?
Baskerville is the family name of my late brother's widow.
Oh!
Wes, I think your theory's becoming more likely.
Clint fucked? Clint
Confirmed.
canonically fucked?
Iris Baskerville?
That pure gold emblem was an heirloom, which Clint acquired upon their marriage.
And put on a dog collar?
That's a little weird.
There can be no doubt, then,
What a weird.
the collar you've described was Balmung's.
It's like, yeah, here's our family heirloom. It's a dog collar. It's a really nice dog collar, to be fair, but weird.
But it is, in fact, a
I
dog
think just
collar.
the B was. Just at least the golden B emblem was, or was it the collar the emblem, or was the B the emblem? They put it on a collar.
Klint Van Zieks just gifted $5 saying, wait, no, it was my collar.
The family insignia of Lord Klint Van Zieks' widow?
There's a considerable amount of blood in the collar when we saw it. Since we know the dog was used for hunting, it could have been from its quarry, of course.
But it could equally have been from human prey.
So it is true, then.
Klint Van Zieks really was the professor?
Impossible! These Japanese are making it all
To exonerate them their own.
So in fact, the person responsible for these murders of nobles and royals was a noble himself, and that threatened to be an enormous scandal that would irrevocably destabilize British society.
Still think you guys are overestimating the effect that this information would have.
Yeah, me too.
My
The
father
common
knew
man would still survive. They don't care nearly as much about your bullshit as you think they do. You'd all piss your pants because you're a bunch of fancy schmucks, but I'm pretty sure Britain would survive. It will survive worse. Just give it 30 to 40 years.
Hey, and folks, that's how we know this game is a tale of fiction, because the idea that one rich person would turn on another rich person is wild.
My father knew that, and was using it to negotiate his way out of the unjust charges brought against him. But at the very last hour, those he'd bargained with betrayed him, slaying him mercilessly on fallen soil.
Well, can you deny it, Lord Strongheart?
Why are you bringing me into this?
I don't do shit.
I didn't have a giant man-eating dog. Or a daughter. 10 years have passed. And still now, the 6 million inhabitants of our great capital rest easy, believing that justice was done. That though his anonymity remains, the diabolical murderer was caught. That though his anonymity remains, there it is, the diabolical murderer was caught and executed.
Listen, I don't know. Maybe it's a different time, but if the government told me that a guy who was killing a bunch of people was caught, but I don't know who he
Wouldn't
is.
reveal the identity. Yeah, it'd be a little tough.
I don't know if I'd buy that.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I'd really sleep all that much better if that happened.
Very well then. You may have the truth.
Is he actually accepting it? There's no way.
Tell me then. Tell me what Klint really was.
A werewolf.
Oh.
It wasn't his dog that was killing the nobles. It was him.
Now, Zach, was he an alpha or an omega?
Well, he had a lot of slick.
How much slick did he have?
He had so much slick.
We should
Fucking
not be allowed to be on. We should not be allowed to stream.
God damn it. The Galactic Whale Shark says lots of people have actually made that AU. Don't even go there. God damn it.
Oh, God.
Also, so many people in the chat are like mad at us for talking about the slick. Y'all gotta go watch.
Oh, yeah. make some noise.
Yeah, make some sounds.
Or make some.
Oh my God! Whoa! Local Charmer just gifted 100 subs!
Oh my
Holy
God!
Shit. Local
In
Charmer?
the words of Kermit, yay! Holy shit!
Wow. That's insane, man.
100 subs!
God, thank you.
Listen, we have a pretty international audience, Local Charmer. I think you're more than just a local charmer at this point. You're charming everybody here.
You're a global charmer now.
Local Charmers. Oh, that's really good. Local Charmer says, I see no God here, strong heart, other than me. Holy guacamole.
Yeah. Lord Klint Van Zieks was too pure of heart.
And that's why he's killed all those people.
That's why he didn't kill those people. It was his nobody. Klint.
Tin packs.
Zlint.
Nick's out. Nick's
Zlint. Zlintk.
This is terrible.
They were close to something here, Zach. Let us cook.
No.
It's kind of off when it's kind of tough when he only has one vowel in his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
It's tough to work with.
You gotta improvise. X isn't an easy word to put into things. Easy word, easy letter.
When he became a prosecutor and went in pursuit of the black roots of crime, he drove himself into a corner. He came to the uncomfortable realization that to fight the most fiendish of criminals requires one to become even more fiendish oneself.
Yeah, so he's Batman.
Basically.
He's Dogman.
Klint.
Some rich people will become serial killers just to avoid giving away their wealth.
Oh.
Giving away their wealth to help to help society.
I'm imagining. Okay, the 19th century was.
Fucker.
The 19th century was a truly miraculous 100 years for Great Britain,
and indeed the whole world.
Yeah? What about those countries they colonized?
I mean, let's.
We don't
let's
talk
just- let's
about
just say
those.
Miracles can be good or bad. Let's just say that.
New industry, new technology, and with the birth of the Metropolitan Police Service, new law and order. Bum
New
bum.
colonies, new genocides, new crimes against humanity. We
But
were
these
sizzling.
But these dazzling new developments meant even deeper shadows were cast on society. Water sullied by factories, air thick with noxious fumes, and crime growing daily to fill the darkness. Lord Klint Van Zieks made it his mission to combat that darkness.
Should have just been an environmentalist and tackled the first two.
But as time went on, it slowly ate at his soul, until eventually he was consumed. It's ironic, really, and somewhat surprising, that the truth has once again been unearthed by a Japanese. Once again? What do you mean?
Cosma, think about it for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
and think what your dad did.
Take like 5 seconds to think about this one, Cosma.
Oh, I get it! It was Barrack Van Zieks the whole time! 10 years ago, your father, Genshin Asugi, turned up at my office one night. The Professor. Yes, beyond all shadow of doubt, you must issue a warrant to search his home at once. Don't be absurd. The man comes from one of our country's most illustrious families. He's a paragon of justice here in the capital. Yes, that's the point. That's why none of you British can see it. He's using his noble status as a diversion whilst he commits these atrocious crimes behind the scenes. Do you have evidence? Nothing definitive as yet. But he keeps an enormous savage hound on the estate. We need the full support of the judiciary for this. We're up against a member of the aristocracy. So a large family estate has a fierce guard dog. You should know that's commonplace here in Britain. I'm sorry, but I can't possibly put Scotland Yard onto this based on the tenuous accusations of a visiting student. So I turned down Asugi's plea, and as a result, he took it upon himself to visit the Van Zieks mansion on his own. We can only imagine now what happened between the two men. Though we know the outcome, of course. Lord Klint Van Zieks perished. I don't believe this.
So, in actual fact, Kazuma-sama's father did...
He made the late Lord Van Zieks meet the same fate. He put a permanent end to the Professor killings by taking the drastic measure of ending the perpetrator's life.
As soon as I heard, I hurried to the mansion. When I arrived, it was easy to grasp what had happened.
And what about the will?
Asugi must have already taken it. Nothing of that nature was found at the scene. We had no idea of the existence of such a document at that time. I was the only person who knew of the true identity of the Professor. So, I resolved, ding, to keep it a secret, and to guard the secret to the bitter end. So see, I wasn't actually a bad guy the whole time.
So you're admitting to it? That you were behind it all?
It was you, then, who pinned the crimes on my father. I did what needed to be done in order to protect the law and order of the British Empire.
Gun, gun.
Even if that meant employing an unforgivable ruse.
Then it was you who arranged this fabricated evidence!
I ordered that detective to take care of it, whilst keeping the truth from him, naturally.
Gregson.
Obviously, he opposed me at first.
Yeah. Are you off your rocker? We can't do something like that.
There's no question that it was Asogi who murdered Lord Van Zieks. The house staff have made statements that they saw the man running from the mansion that night.
Yes, well, I've no doubt it was that Japanese fella. But we haven't got a shred of conclusive evidence against the man. And worse than that, he doesn't keep a dog. So we're short of a murder weapon to boot.
And we're short on time, Gregson. We must put a stop to this man's rampage, for the good of the country. So we'll use whatever means necessary. Do I make myself clear, detective?
Blimey. So that night 10 years ago, when I was attacked by those thugs in the back streets, those backstreet boys, and Genshin's ring was taken. That was him, was it? That was Gregson, and some hired help.
Then the detective handed the stolen ring to Dr. Wilson, who feigned its discovery from the victim's stomach during that autopsy.
And in the light of that decisive evidence, Mr. Asogi was found guilty of the charges brought against him. However, behind the scenes, he had actually already struck a deal with his accusers, in which he agreed to silently accept the charges.
But I just don't believe that part. I don't, Data Bayo. As far as I knew the man, my father despised such underhand dealings. It was extremely easy to make him comply. You see, he had one crippling weakness. It was you, wasn't it, Kazuma? What weakness? Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
You, Kazuma Asogi.
Me?
Perhaps you have no desire to return to your homeland, Asogi.
What?
Though I hear you have a 14-year-old son. Agree to cooperate and accept your guilt without contention. And you will see Japan and your son again.
You scoundrel!
Whether you choose wisely or not, it will be a closed trial by order of Her Majesty. So whatever rash claims you might make in court, we'll have no trouble in stifling them. There's only one outcome for you, Asogi. The gallows.
Don't forget that I still have a weapon at my disposal. A document revealing a truth that I know you're desperate to keep hidden.
Yes, it hadn't escaped my mind, which is the only reason I'm willing to bargain with you. I only want to protect this country's law and order. Dun dun, you understand?
listen, y'all made a big deal about them saying resolve the law. I think it's law and order is the
Yeah.
needs to be a law and order counter.
is the new word to oversay.
So, what's it to be, Asogi? Kazuma. He did it for me. And as I told him at the time, my motive was simply to protect Britain from the damage the truth would do. To protect this country's law and order done at any cost.
It do be like that.
Objection!
The little tiny like whispers was good.
I've never dared let myself even consider this possibility until now. But in the light of all this treachery, I have to ask. The mastermind behind the Reaper of the Bailey. Was it you, Lord Mail Strongheart? A rather brilliant idea, wouldn't you say, Lord Barrack Van Zieks?
Wait, so did Strongheart get the wrong message from the whole Klint Van Zieks murders? Was he like, okay, well he had to die, but what if I did it in his stead and just killed other people that got away with crimes?
No, I think it was killing people that were trying to get close to the truth of the matter.
I don't know.
No, it sounds like some of the people who just killed were just. I mean, well, let's see if it tells us.
Yeah.
That the spirit of your late brother, that paragon of justice, should return to reap justice for his sibling. Could there be a more appetizing tale for London's masses, I ask you?
What brazen?
I knew that you'd play the part to perfection. But your role really wasn't that of some embodiment of death. No, you were London's guardian angel.
I guess he was just trying to like scare people into not committing crimes.
Yeah.
Man,
Okay, so he became the Reaper in order to make Britain less lawless,
Yeah, the Reaper.
I guess.
I think the Reaper at the end of the day was just Strongheart's desire to.
spoiler alert, capital punishment doesn't work as a deterrence.
He's
An
right there.
angel with bloody hands? I think not.
An angel with one wing? I think not.
I mean, you
Klint Van Zieks!
make a pretty good bit. You make a pretty good Sephiroth, Barrack.
You would, actually.
You can be proud of that one.
Learn it, friend. Nipponese and learn it, friend. Eric Van Zieks is a racist. Those who had cooperated with me already were only too happy to participate in my plan. Inspector Gregson, Dr. Wilson. My minions worked tirelessly.
Now don't call them minions.
I'm sorry, I do have to laugh.
That immediately gives you like 100 evil
can we get
points.
a Gregson and a Wilson minion, like the movies
as minions? Fuck yes! Oh,
That's
banana! Banana!
That sucks. I hate it.
Alright, my minions worked tirelessly to ensure that the finger of guilt could never come to rest on you.
That's a pretty good Groot.
That was, yeah.
Groot.
That's all right.
I don't know why I said Groot. Groot.
Shit, what a good flub.
I am Groot.
Yeah.
Fucking losing the thread.
My minions worked tirelessly to ensure that the finger of guilt could never come to rest on you.
It's all thanks to them that you were exalted as the demigod the Reaper became. But Dr. Wilson left Britain 4 years ago when he was invited to work in Japan. That's right. So I had to employ the services of his young protege after that. Dr. Courtney Scythe.
Dr. Scythe.
So what with the execution of the Professor and the subsequent reign of the Reaper of the Bailey, I've successfully safeguarded law and order done in our mighty capital for the past decade. That is everything.
I know, the fact that they all have the exact same amount of ellipses.
Click.
You may now take me to jail.
Just
My
kidding.
lords, ladies and gentlemen, I do hereby confess. It was I who sired the concept of the Reaper.
This case isn't over yet, though.
It's not?
There's
However-
no way.
Let me say in my defense,
What's there left to prove, though?
it was all for the preservation of law and order done across the entire empire.
Oh, strong-hearted, eh?
An unforgivable collection of crimes, but still.
All those who died at the Reaper's hands were rotten to the core anyway.
Mother, if it was all in the aid of keeping London safe,
Oh, somebody-
in particularly my ice cream store,
Somebody read Death Note and took the wrong idea.
there is no one left now who can reveal the precise truth of what happened 10 years ago. Therefore, this trial can go no further.
Yeah, see, there's some more shit that we have to solve.
Now, I would like to entreat all those present. Beyond these four walls, nobody need know the truth. Even Her Majesty must be protected.
Strongheart, this
from
is a wild maneuver, and also the concept that, let's just say there's even 20 people, which I feel like is conservative. I feel like there's more than 20 people in this room. There is zero fucking chance nobody says something.
Right.
I trust you all appreciate the importance of my request. It is, of course, for the good of the country.
I do see some people in the chat saying we should call it here. Is this the good spot?
I was gonna say probably before the next testimony is a good moment to call it. I bet.
Can he do this? Pridge, can he do this?
Wes, can he do this?
Magnus, can you do this?
Can the trial really end now? Is it possible? Thank you, chat.
I have one last question. For the accused, Lord Van Zieks, did you do it?
What?
What?
Were you paying attention?
Were you
to anything?
not listening to anything he just said? No.
I
I was just thinking about how much I hate you. Of course, I know that you're a highly accomplished prosecutor. So I find it hard to believe that you didn't have any doubts at all. That you never suspected your older brother.
Yes. The same thought occurred to me. Why would you word that?
It was only once, but yes, I couldn't say that I never had my doubts. My brother's sense of justice was extremely strong. Perhaps too strong, I observed. At that time, there were members of the aristocracy who were bleeding the country dry for their own gain. And since they were nobles, they were untouchable. For my brother, it was a source of great turmoil. And coincidentally, at the same time, the professor began his terrifying reign.
During the time of the Professor killings, my brother did not appear to be himself.
And that made you suspect?
Yes.
Suspect. That made you suspect?
But it was only once, not more.
Only once? Really?
Klint wasn't the culprit. That was my conclusion at the time. And I still believe that now. Do you have any evidence to support that idea?
What?
The third victim was the Lord Chief Justice at the time. It was he who had recognized my brother's potential and trained him as a prosecutor. No matter what the circumstances, it's unthinkable that my brother could have killed his friend and mentor.
Oh, did he? Was Strongheart the professor the whole time now? Is that what's happening?
Wait, was Strongheart the one who convinced Klint to become the professor? And then after Genshin killed him, he was like, well, we can still keep doing this in secret.
Oh, man, I don't know.
Holy shit.
There's more twists and turns.
Boom. That will do.
Yeah, that's definitely what happened. God damn it.
Yeah, shit.
Neither Klint Van Zieks nor Genshin Asogi still walk this earth. I've made sure of that. However much we debate this matter now, we cannot hope to reach a conclusion.
But...
There are only two extant pieces of evidence from the time. The woebegone ring that acted as the incriminating evidence to condemn Genshin Asogi, and the 3-paged last will and testament penned in black ink and left behind by the man. Oh, you just fucked yourself,
idiot.
you idiot!
You fucking moron!
You fucking idiots.
Wow!
Why can't I object to that right now?
The wretched truth of what happened is exactly as I have explained. Later today, I will present myself at the Ministry of Justice for whatever sanction is deemed appropriate.
We'll get
That is
sanctioned.
all.
That's right. Nothing bad.
Court is adjourned.
Objection.
Now that's a great stopping point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cosima, open up your fucking sword hilt. I bet the last page is in there. Fuck, he's actually gonna say that. But we'll find out next time because
We'll find out exactly what he said.
folks, that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer again. If you want to watch the exciting conclusion, you gotta follow us on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam. Join us Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And support us on patreon.com/SaveDataTeam if you can. But until next time, folks, stick around for art because court is adjourned. Scat Ratman with Phoenix Beanie. I knit it myself. Still no canvas, but I'll get white paint this weekend. This is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking
That's
dope.
great.
Also, dig your album covers in the background. Hell yeah. Very cool. Infamously Dorky with, as promised, Miles and Gregory Edgeworth. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
These are good. And I love that they
His-
mirror the
his
designs.
Yeah, I love his little
And
hat.
that, ooh,
That's
the center of the shield is the defendant's badge. Or defense
yeah.
attorney's badge.
Ooh.
And a
Yeah.
Franziska as well. The Franziska's so good.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
dude.
the laser whip and the
energy whip,
heels.
baby.
Energy
Yeah,
whip. Also,
yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen a mech with heels before. Like high heels.
It's pretty rad.
But I'm really into it. Now I just imagine Franziska telling the person who's designing this mech to be like, give me a Gundam, but make it serve cunt. Very
That's
good.
awesome.
Val with, hey guys, I've been having a bad time, but seeing my baby boy daily today has honestly got my moods up. We got a little animatic here.
Look, lady, whatever you're selling, I ain't buying, yo.
Well, my name is Skylar White, yo. My husband is Walter White, yo.
Classic.
Tell me everything.
What? The animation of him running away with the zoom in on her boobs. Very good.
And then his fucking cheeks too.
Killer Potato with wanted to post this last week, but I was too late. Anyway, here's our favorite ACAB, our king of himbos, Dick Jumshoe. Please have Wes read this part.
Hey, you pals. I felt like I'd been forgotten, so I wanted to pop in and say hi. Anyway, I gotta go get my salary cut again.
Again, I love the multi, like, different textures on this. Is really, really cool.
Yeah, his little fuzzy coat is super cool.
Bebop with here's how Klint actually died. I work at Capcom, trust me. He just choked on the ring the whole time. Like the Genshin's just smoking a cigarette in the background. Little Andragon with I wanted to draw Krimit/Clint/Clint as a fox, and also wanted to try the new animation feature in Ibis Paint, so I made this. It took me 9 hours to make a 1 second animation and then duplicate the frames to make it 5 seconds.
Wow.
Wow! No, those ears and the tail are so clean, though.
Yeah, wow.
That's
Holy
really
shit.
good.
That is super good, man.
Holy shit. That's awesome, Little Andragon. Rainy Meadows with I need to take a break from doing another animatic after doing an animatic, but I didn't want a week to go by without sharing something to the stream, so here's the character matchups I'm featuring in my crossover fic, Turnabout the Third. Whether or not these are dream teams or nightmare combinations is up to y'all. Yo, this is super good though. Yeah, Phoenix Wright with Lupin, Suspect/Asshole, Jigen, Marksman Grump, Trucy Magician, Best Girl, Goemon, Samurai Brooder. Yo, Trucy with Jigen and Goemon is really good. I wasn't expecting that pair up, so I like it. And Zenigata with Franziska, yeah, that's good.
I need to watch Lupin.
I need to watch the movie that came out a few years ago with like that really
the
slick animation.
CGE one.
Yeah, that people loved. Pinky with I hope y'all are not actually finishing the game today because there's a big piece coming, and this is literally everything I can show right now. No, we're definitely we were not even close. Dracula's gay cousin. I arch my bacula. Wow, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Tiz and Moss with as much as I wish this is what happened at the start of chapter 2, it's not. But don't worry, they will get their soft moments eventually. Aww, very very cute. Did someone order a dog Nix to go with their Catworth? He's a Doberman puppy. Oh, he's so cute.
Aw,
that's such a good dog face. Oh my god, it's so adorable. Lily with I've catched up with the streams and will be able to watch some of this one tonight, which I'm very happy about. Heck yeah. So recently rewatched Phantom of the Opera and was inspired to draw Drebber like this and had a point of no return stuck in my head, hence the lyrics. Yeah. No, that's really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. He's got a little Iron Man mask. Angel Bloom with not my best work, but I recently discovered this channel and wanted to share my love for this game with a channel I really like. Thank you. Great Ace Attorney is my favorite game ever, and I love watching you guys play it. All the voices and jokes are delightful. I drew this just for the stream, so sorry for the mistakes. Love you guys. No need to apologize at all. This is awesome.
Never.
And I love the imagery of the bandana covering his eyes instead. He wants blind justice. Very beautiful Angel Bloom. Yay, and with I don't think I've ever posted this yet, and if I did, I'm sorry about that. Everyone used to joke that Kazuma's hair looks like it was cut with a sword.
Are you ready, Kazuma?
Yes, Dad.
Now hold still.
Whoa!
And that is the Asogi sword drawing technique.
Genshin, Kazuma, what are you two doing out there?
Nothing, sweetie.
That's really cute. Crackalack, oh my god! I drew one too, Caden shaking Zach. A simple quickie, because I'm drawing other stuff at the same time. It's my first art for stream. No way! It's so
Hell
good!
yeah.
Also, the little prison pin being an actual vent that an Amogus is coming out of is such a good little hidden detail.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Yeah, and also for a quick little doodle.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's incredible.
That's incredible.
Reaper is spoiling because I don't know if you guys have seen the new Princess Peach game trailer, but yeah, woo, blonde detectives.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, there's got to be crossover art now of her and Herlock Sholmes, right? Like, people are going to be going wild with this.
Oh, yeah, at a certain point, yes, absolutely.
It's so good. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I like that Gina's in the background, like, what the fuck? I'm a detective.
detective too.
A spook, yes! The Kermit alert's coming at inopportune times fucking killed me. So here's the Kermit Van Zieks spreading his will. Yes! Also, he wrote, give me 1 margarita, I'ma open my legs. Give me 2 margaritas. I love the idea of, like, at a will reading, the lawyer's just like, okay.
Give me 1 margarita.
My client would like everyone to know that...
if you give him 1 margarita,
So
then
good.
he opens the legs.
As well as Genshin's live reaction based on a cat picture I saw in my timeline today. Whoa!
that cat is Genshin Asugi.
That's crazy. These are incredible, Spook. Thank you. Boogie, now that you've reached the big professor reveal, I can finally share 2 pieces I did for the Beric Van Zieks scene. So here's Beric visiting 2 graves, one to bring good news and the other to make amends. Yo. These are really good. Like, the coloring and everything in them is really, really beautiful. And damn, yeah, the fact that Genshin's grave is just number 139. Damn. Very, very good. Beb, with this bad boy, had this bad boy to hold so goddamn much trauma. So much goddamn trauma. Wow.
Ooh.
That's really good, Beb.
Yeah, that boy could use some therapy.
Uh-huh. They don't even have this back then.
Yeah, it hasn't been invented.
No.
But he sure could use it.
For real. Get Van Zieks to travel to the future. Stepladder with Caden shaking Vigil looked like the choking and reminded me of Simpsons. Yes! I was genuinely... I almost made a joke about this in the stream.
Why, you little...
That's really, really good.